Hey, it's Mike DelVisco with you. You know, if you've had a chance to check out the original size Zako from Yamamoto Custom Baits, the one with the little fork tail in the back, and you've used it for chatterbait fishing or throwing on a buzz bait or just fishing by itself, you're going to be real excited to know that they're now making a paddle tail version of the Zako. So I had a chance recently to get to spend some time in the water with my buddy Brett Hite in Mexico, and we were catching a ton of fish on these baits. I want him to explain a little bit more about exactly what this bait is and what he looked at when he was designing it. And then we'll show you a couple of different ways to throw the new Zako paddle tail swim bait.
Smoked an 1.25 ounce jackhammer with the new Zako paddle tail green pumpkin. Just winding it out there about 15 foot. And just felt it hitting the bottom, and then, I mean, he absolutely TK'd it. Whew, that's exciting. We just got on that bite, so, oh man, that little paddle tail just kicks so natural. Just looks like a little bait fish. Obviously catches big ones. Just caught a big one on the new paddle tail Zako. Obviously, it's a bait that I helped design. Was looking for, you know, some kind of kicking Zako. I really like the original Zako for on the chatterbait when you just don't want to have that body have a lot of action. But there is those times where you want some kind of kicking action, whether it's on a swim jig, a rig, just on an underspin, or even on a chatterbait. I just caught that one on the jackhammer with the new paddle tail Zako. And one thing that we did, you know, we took the tail's nice and thin, so it really kicks good at even a low speed. So you don't really have to burn it to make it kick. It's kind of flattened out here. You know, it's the same identical size as the regular Zako, so it's 4 inches, fits pretty much every bait, and it catches big ones. The other thing that we did, just so that every single bait that you get comes here in a little plastic Tupperware tray for just so that every tail is perfect every time, and you get 5 pack. But just another awesome bait from Yamamoto that we kind of filled that gap for something for your swim jig, and how popular the Zako's been on the trailer for the chatterbait. Now we have something with a little bit more kicking action. Sometimes they really like that, but I caught a lot of fish testing this bait on a swim jig. Just another void that we kind of filled with the new paddle tail Zako. So check it out. I know you guys are going to love it, and it's a great bait that catches big fish.
So one of the cool things about Yamamoto Custom Baits is that there's an infinite number of ways to fish every single bait that they've got, and the Zako is no exception. I personally like to throw this new paddle tail Zako on the back of a buzz bait to bulk it up a little bit, give it a little bit more buoyancy, and give it a totally different profile than you would if you didn't put anything on the back of it at all. It's an awesome way to keep the bait up, especially when you're targeting big fish and you're throwing it maybe really close to the bank. That way you can keep this bait up and generate a lot more strikes. But it doesn't end there, because you can also fish the paddle tail Zako on a variety of other types of rigs, including jig heads and even the new Tokyo rig that's really popular with a lot of bass fishermen now. So I'm Mike DelVisco. Try the new Yamamoto Custom Baits paddle tail Zako. Check out all their other baits, including the original size, online at www.baits.com.